Welcome in and welcome back, light beings. I had got a message earlier, but I kind of let it just fade away, right? And then when I sat back down here in the sun, Spirit gave it back to me, right? Spirit told me earlier to tell somebody out there, divine, infinite light beings, that if you're having some skin issues, if you're losing melanin, skin color, Spirit is saying you are going through a spiritual transformation, right? But when I got the message, I didn't know that's what I was going to find out. Spirit told me to tell you that you were going, it's some kind of spiritual transformation. It's only for the chosen to go through this, right? That if you see different shades of color, on your skin, you're having some kind of skin issues. You don't have a full solid color of one shade. You are divine, infinite light being confirmation, and you're going through a transformation right now. And when I sat in the sun, it confirmation. My intuition told me to look it up. What does it mean spiritually? Like, because Spirit gave me the message to give to you, but I didn't give it to you. But let me find out what it means, right? So, because I always like to find out what I'm sharing. I don't want it to be false information. I want it to be a confirmation. I want it to be of truth, right? Because we're truth speakers over here, right? I release all negative energy. Just release the negative energy so that we remain protected and our minds remain attentive at all times. Ashe, we are given that power and blessed with that energy. Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. But when I looked it up, right? When I looked it up, right, I said, what's the spiritual meaning? It says in some spiritual and myth, okay, interpretations, because you know what I'm trying to say, but it's not coming out of my mouth. Losing melanin is often linked to the themes of separation, transformation, and a call to explore inner strength. So we know in this season, the divine infinite light beings, we're going through that. That's what we're going through in this season. We're going through a new transformation because of separations, whether it be family, friends, or co-workers, platonic, whatever. Confirmation 10:10 on the clock. We're going through we're going through, have been through, or will go through these separations to go through the separations, to go through a transformation to find inner strength, right? And it says here are various spiritual meanings associated with the loss of melanin. It says symbol of separation. From a mind-body perspective, the skin is seen as a primary boundary between self and world. The loss of pigment, as in conditions like vitiligo. So a lot of you out there can have vitiligo. Can be viewed as a physical manifestation of feeling cut off. So a lot of us feeling cut off because of the separations, because of not being on one accord, because of the higher vibration versus the lower vibration, right? Just the separation, had to let go, had to detach. They couldn't get it right, and we was tired of them not getting it right? So some of us is feeling abandoned. The profound feeling of separation, it hurts, it cuts, it be unexpected sometimes. Confirmation, an important person or aspect of the life. So whoever this was very important to you, meant something to you. You seen value in this person. You seen potential in this person. You thought that it was going to be of some kind of great fortune, some kind of fulfillment of your life with this person, right? The era shore of self, era shore ensure that, what is the, okay, oneself, right, whatever. The physical change can symbolize the emotional pain of a part of oneself being erased or whitewashed by traumatic experiences, right? So by you having traumatic experiences, by you going through some shit that you wasn't even um even thought of you were going to go through with these separations, brought traumatic experiences. Some of them could have been traumatic and some of them could have been light, but whatever you went through, it was whitewashed. It was erased. Like it was no more of it. It's no more, right? It's change. So that's yourself symbolizing change, and it's a call to grow and be resilient, right? Viewing the condition as a teacher, right? So whatever you went through, you got to view the condition as you were the teacher, right? The spiritual meaning, viewing the condition as a teacher, saying a teacher viewing the condition, right? But spirit just gave it to you the way spirit wanted you to have it. You were the teacher, right? The spiritual meaning of the spiritual meaning may lie in the lesson that arise from the intense separation. So the lesson that you learned caused you to lose pigmentation, caused your body to be of a different color, lose shade, have skin issues, peeling, bumps, this, that, when it comes to the skin, right? The spiritual meaning may intense separation, such as developing profound inner strength. Inner strength. You by you losing some pigmentation or having some skin issues, you gain inner strength. You gain resilience. You gain self-compassion. You gain flexibility. You learn how to face the pain of life events, is what it's saying. Finding unity beyond duality, right? The experience might promote a deeper spiritual search for interconnectedness with unity, reminding an individual that separation is ultimately an illusion. So spirit is saying separation is an illusion. It's really not. It's only an illusion. I can't figure out how to explain this right now. But it's only an illusion. It can't be called confirmation. It can be a call for unconditional love and acceptance, right? That's unconditional love and acceptance for oneself, right? Transformation and new life is generally skin issues like peeling or something seen as a sign that a person is undergoing a significant life change or taking a new life path, with the physical shedding, like snakes shed their skin, like caterpillars go in there and the cocoon fall off, that type of energy, right? with the physical shedding reflecting this internal transformation. So your body is shedding. Your body is going through a internal transformation. If you're having some kind of skin issues, losing skin pigmentation, peeling, things like that, you're going through, especially in this season, because it's a lot of energy where it's separations. It's separations because it's just time to pull back, right? um Ancestral meaning and divine connection. In some Afrocentric and con, comedic spiritual beliefs, melanin is considered as a scarred substance that connects individuals with cosmic energy, divine knowledge, and astral memory, and ancestral memory. But got to do something with astral too. Astral traveling, probably. The loss of the pigment could, in this text, be interpreted as a spiritual disconnection from these sources of powers. So, yeah, you went through that because there was a disconnection. It was a disconnection, but as you lost it, it was a disconnection that made you lose it, that made you find it again. You understand what Spirit is saying? It's important to note that these interpretations are rooted in spiritual and benefits, and medically, melatonin loss is a psychological process often linked to autoimmune conditions like vitiligo, where the body immune system attacks the pigment and produces cells. Producing cells. So that's the medical term. But the spiritual term is what we just went through, right? Yeah. Confirmation. Overly emotional. Right here it is. This is what caused the separation. This is what easily influenced the heartache, cold heart, cruel, bitterness. This is what caused the separation. Yeah. Intolerant. Yeah. This is what caused you to go through this transformation. Greed. Yeah. The stubbornness, obsession. This is what caused you to go through this separation. These energies caused you to go through this transformation. You went on assignment to go through confirmation, to go through this transformation, to elevate, to go and find yourself deeper, to go deeper within yourself. Yeah, quiet power, inner strength, inner truth. You have to find your inner truth. You have to overcome your weaknesses and control yourself. Why they were trying to manipulate you as well, and they were trying to have power over you. Confirmation. They were trying to have power over you. Yeah, because you had self-love. These people had disharmony. All these cards, imbalance, bad choices. This is why it was a separation. This is why it couldn't be. Because you were in your high priestess star energy. Look at this. Whether you be a feminine energy or masculine energy, this is how you set. This is how you're supposed to sit. This is why there had to be a separation. And this is why you went through the skin issues and losing pigmentation and things such as that. If you're probably going through it now, right? Because of all of the illusions of what the separation could bring, and just being in separation, period. It was too much. It's too much to endure. Spirit is saying it was too much to endure. So it took you through another transformation. Some of confirmation. Some of you were hit harder than others were hit, right? But that's what was able to bring the transformations, was able to bring you to reflect and to start bringing in manifestations, to bring in financial opportunity. That you have to go through all of that to get to here, is what Spirit is saying. I'm gonna leave it there because my throat is dry. Peace and blessings. Ashe.